What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Tuesday, June 11th, and we have three WNBA games to talk about today. If you do like the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Very, very helpful. Let's get into yesterday real quick. We had two picks. We had the under in the Stanley Cup game, and we had the over in the Connecticut and Indiana WNBA game. The under looked great all game in the Stanley Cup. Only got worried when they pulled the goalie for Edmonton with 5 minutes left, because it felt like I can get the puck down there at least twice in 5 minutes. But they only scored one to get us to 4-1. So easy win. I don't know if I'll be on the under when we go to Edmonton or not, but we'll be looking at it. We'll be paying attention to it. So far, so good with the NHL. The WNBA, we had the Fever and the Sun. Sun were favored by 10. We wanted to be on the Fever, but the more we looked into it, it seemed kind of trappy. So I did have a parlay for the Sun and the over and the Panthers and the under. So pretty good day yesterday. And like I said, all we needed was one good day to get us back in the green for our record. So all in all, pretty good day. On to today, we do have three WNBA games to talk about. First one up, we have the Mystics at the Dream. -7.5 for the Dream. -7. 155 is the total. Let's make sure all that's the same. 156.5 is what I'm seeing now. I think this is a Mystic spot. The Dream won the first game by 7 on the road. We're back in Atlanta. Mystics are teetering on a win. They have covered a couple games, and the Dream aren't the team that's going to blow them out or anything like that. They're 5-4 straight up, 4-5 against the spread this season. I think this might be a spot with the Mystics having revenge that they can at least cover the spread. So if I bet it, that's the side that I'd be on, is the Mystics plus the 7. Sparks at the Storm. Storm are -10 points at home. -11 is going up to. Seeing 11.5. The Storm are coming off a loss to the Minnesota Lynx, 83-64. Had a bad shooting night in that game. If I look, Seattle shot 35% from the floor, 18% from three, and only 62% from the free throw line, where Minnesota shot 55% from three. It's crazy. 45% from the floor and 81% from the free throw line. So obviously that was an outlier situation with Minnesota's free throws. Or 3 points. They don't shoot that high of a 3-point percentage normally. And they shot the same amount. So 4 out of 22 versus 12 out of 22, which is most of the discrepancy there. So I would say that Seattle is not going to have this bad of a shooting night tonight. But the Sparks are coming off a win versus the Aces. And if the Sparks are going to be competing with the Aces and teams of that nature, and they barely should have won this game. The Aces outplayed them in a couple different categories. They had a better 3-point percentage. Shot a little better from the line. They won the turnover battle, and they still lost the game by 4. So Um, Obviously, the Sparks are just competing, wanted it more, um, made the right decisions in crunch time. Um, the Aces still won the fourth quarter. So LA pretty much beat them in the second and third. So if LA is going to be competing with teams like Vegas, I think 10 points is going to be too many. So I am going to lean on the Sparks in this game to cover the was 11 and a half now. This is shaping up to be an underdog day in the NBA. So we're going to the last game, looking at the Lynx and the Vegas Aces. Like I just said, the Aces are coming off that loss to the Sparks. The Lynx are coming off a blowout win versus the Storm. So Lynx are the underdog in this game, plus 7.5. Lynx are 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games. Vegas against the spread is 4-6, and they've been favored every game. A lot of these games are double digits that they've lost, but there's a lot of eights and nines and 7.5s in here too. So with the Minnesota Lynx being the last time they played, the Aces won 80-66. So the Lynx have revenge. The Aces were 4-point favorites. The Lynx since then have covered every game but one, where they lost to Phoenix by one. It was 2 games ago. So they're 4-5 in their last 5 games against the spread and straight up since they lost to the Aces, and I'm going to lean on them to at least cover the spread this time. It's down from 7.5 to 6. So if you find anything above 6, that's what I would look for. But I'm on the Lynx to cover against the Aces, the Sparks to cover against the Storm, and the Mystics to cover against the Dream. So all the underdogs, all the road teams to cover today. So my favorite is the Sparks and or the Lynx. I haven't really decided. So I might bet both of them. I might just bet one. But I like both of them. So lock those in. Let's get this money. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk more Celtics and Mavs, Game 3